Okay, the game between Fabiano Caruana and Maxime Vachier-Lagrave finished with the victory of Fabiano. And it's been a really long game, and I don't know from where to start, but probably from this critical moment at the opening when you played this move, Bishop c4. Maxime, what can you say? Did you expect this move? I mean,
well, no, I couldn't remember all the details. But yeah, in general, I surprisingly couldn't find an easy way, and then it got down to this endgame, which I thought I should be holding quite easily, but maybe at that moment I made a few inaccuracies. I don't know exactly.
Максим говорит, что после хода слон c4 он не смог разобраться в возникших сложностях и уверен, что в эндшпиле должен был удерживать ничью, но несколько неточностей привели к проигранному эндшпилю.
Fabiano, it was obviously your home preparation. What can you say about it? If you can reveal some.
No, I guess I can reveal everything because it's with most opening ideas, it's a one-time thing, and then you can't play it again. Like this one, of course, Black has many ways to play it, and the hope is that.
Yeah, no, this was my first intention.
Yeah,
and I don't know how much of this is true.
But this is losing. Queen e4 is.
Yeah, I thought this.
Is castle short.
Фабиано говорит, что действительно это была домашняя заготовка, естественно, она может применяться только один раз, и у черных очень много вариантов, как играть, но играть очень сложно.
Actually, Maxime played the best way. I was kind of upset that he played this because I thought knight f6 is a very difficult move to find.
It was my first intention.
И Максим играл довольно четко, и
here I thought I should be holding quite easily.
Yeah, you can just play rook a7, I think, and it's going to be a draw.
Rook a7, yeah.
Если бы здесь сыграли черные ладья a7, то должна быть легкая ничья.
But rook d8 you can take on a8, it's more or less the same. Yeah, maybe I should have just not been lazy and just play this, yeah.
Fabiano, who has found this idea?
This was Rustam's idea. We already had it for quite a while, but okay, it's it still wasn't clear if it would work out or not. In general, I thought my approach should be to put some pressure from the start, but
yeah, I guess it worked.
Эта идея была найдена секундантом Фабиано Рустамом Касымджановым и существовала уже довольно давно, и главная идея была в том, чтобы на соперника возложить сложность нахождения точных ходов, и вот получилось.
Actually, I was wondering if you.
I just thought this is an easy draw, but yeah, then because opponent on g2, it's not so.
I was actually expecting you to go for this one.
Rook h5?
And knight e5, and then try to push your pawns. King h3 or something, and then b5, and okay, I thought that it's.
But don't you have something like rook a2 even?
Rook c6, and then try to push the pawns. Or immediately, rook a2. And rook c3, g3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought that this would be very unclear. Maybe rook c6 and then b5 next.
Maybe I just thought this could be just borderline losing. If you could just rook f5, b5, rook back to f1.
Yeah, maybe
I'm not sure
it wasn't entirely clear to me. Even like knight c4 here or something, it still looks like.
Yeah, no, it's of course not so easy, but I really thought this would be an easy draw. And then, yeah, it got messy.
The question is, it was more difficult to defend this position or to win this position?
Что было сложнее, защищать эту позицию или выигрывать?
Well, I actually don't know if this is. I wasn't sure if this was a draw or not. Once I take the pawn, let's say. I didn't really see a way to make progress, but it wasn't 100% clear to me that it's a draw. But I guess it is a theoretical endgame that I should have known.
Yeah.
But then I guess this was the mistake. Somewhere here, yeah.
Yeah,
I
king
played
g6,
rook,
yeah.
Rook a3, yeah. Yeah, king f7 is surprisingly just completely dead, and I think knight e7 is still white why he's not really making progress from
Yeah.
what I could tell.
Фабиано был уверен, что это должна быть теоретическая ничья, но не был уверен, как именно здесь защищаться.
Yeah, I miss this critical moment that after king
Yeah,
f4 suddenly I cannot prevent the king from running to h5. So
И критический момент
over.
был, когда черные допустили король f4, не пойдя конь e7, и допустили проход короля.
Commentators all around the world actually were trying to understand as well, together with you, what is happening, like if it's a draw or winning position. And, there was suggestion to put the knight on g7 somehow and
Yeah,
hold.
this was one of my thoughts that I guess it could have been
Yeah,
achieved early on.
yeah, easily.
Комментаторы по всему
Anytime,
миру
anytime.
тоже не были
Yeah.
уверены, выигрывается здесь или нет,
Basically,
и хотели перевести коня на g7. И это точно так же Фабиано думал во время партии.
Yeah, for some reason I thought this would lose. So
The idea
I
that
really thought the knight on h6 was the way to play, but maybe I misunderstood simply.
Yeah, I was trying to see if, let's say, if black just waits passively, something like this. I didn't see a way to make progress, either with my king on h4 or my king on f4. They're slightly different positions. I can basically move my king around as however I want.
Yeah, actually, it makes sense that this is just a draw. Yeah.
And I didn't see a way to make progress here.
So, I mean, if now you know that probably the game could have finished in a draw, maybe you would do something differently before or not?
No, I mean, my only chance to do something differently was here, not to play rook b6, but to play king h3 or some move like that, and to try to keep two rooks on. I didn't really see how I would make progress after king h3, rook c6. It seemed very difficult to avoid a trade of rooks, but maybe I could have tried something else.
Фабиано считает, что допустил ошибку, поменяв ладьи вот в этой позиции, и должен был пойти король h3, чтобы избежать размена ладей, и тогда у белых намного больше шансов на победу.
Yeah, okay. Forgetting for a moment the details of the game, in general, how did it feel to play finally after 1 year? The same place, the same
Каково
boards,
было играть спустя год?
the same playing hall?
Yeah, it's sort of a surreal tournament, to be honest. It's very stressful, of course. I mean, Kansas is always stressful, but this one especially, and also feels very strange being back here.
Да, это очень сюрреалистичный турнир. Он, в принципе, довольно-таки напряженный всегда, турнир претендентов, но этот особенно. И очень странно возвращаться снова в тот же игровой зал, точно такой же, спустя год.
Maxime.
Yeah,
Сейчас.
I'm happy to be finally back and to finish the tournament, and hoping for interesting fights, and to even if I suffer the loss, to still fight my chances out to win the event.
Максим рад вернуться, и, несмотря на обидное поражение, готов бороться и вернуться и играть на победу в турнире.
Есть ли вопросы?
Да, Фабиано, можно будет уточнить, вдогонку к ответу, год все-таки пошел на пользу или ожидание, наоборот, давило? Ну и как он оценивает первый игровой день?
Fabiano, do you think that waiting for so long was for good, for a better preparation, or was it more stressful to wait for so long?
Well, I guess the end of the tournament will tell who this benefited, this break. It's really hard to say now. I was kind of thinking maybe it's a good thing because last year I wasn't in good form. I wasn't playing well, and my hope is that I'll play better this time around. But again, you can't really say if it's good or not for any certain player until the tournament is over and we see who wins.
Очень сложно сейчас сказать. С одной стороны, я был рад такой паузе, потому что в прошлом году я был не в лучшей форме, но, естественно, только окончание турнира покажет, что было лучше.
Maxime, maybe you would like to comment also? Was it beneficial, this break, let's say?
Yeah, I don't really care. Just play it out and we'll see how it goes.
Максим говорит, что для него это не важно, и он просто будет играть свою лучшую игру.
Yeah, okay. The last question: how did you spend this COVID year? I mean, what you've been doing except preparation for the tournament? Something new, maybe you found new hobbies. I mean, maybe you have done something completely different from what you could do before.
Как вы провели этот год? Может быть, нашли какие-то новые занятия или все, была концентрация только на шахматах?
Well, the list of things we can do reduced dramatically, so the problem was not finding new hobbies, but keeping the old ones.
Can you repeat different way, Masha, for Masha? Okay, so Fabiano, what about you?
Yeah, it's been an interesting year, let's say. After the candidates, I basically spent like 3 months at home, not doing much except playing online chess events. And then I started to travel for chess events again, which is very difficult now. Over the board chess is really a challenge. Unfortunately, it requires, sometimes quarantines and usually testing, and well, of course, that's the state of the world now. But yeah, it's been a strange year.
Да, это был очень странный год. Первые 3 месяца после возвращения с претендентского турнира я провел дома. После этого начал снова ездить по турнирам, и, конечно, довольно-таки напряженно было то, что постоянно нужно самоизолироваться для того, чтобы участвовать снова в турнире. И да, это очень, очень странный год.
Thank you very much. Good luck in the next rounds. Thank you.